Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about Apple's recent announcement and what it means for the future of the company and their products. About 2 days ago, Apple announced that they will be moving away from annual product releases. What that basically means is that instead of launching new products every year, they will be waiting and refining their products and then launching them instead of rushing their development teams to make the products with, every year within a limited amount of time, which results in lower quality than expected. Apple says they are doing this to reduce the strain on the development teams and because of their growing product lineup and complexity of their products and software. But I think that what Apple is not saying with this is that uh, they cannot they have realized that their products are not making big improvements every year, and this is making allowing the competition to catch up with them and even beat them. For example, with the iPhone 16s, iPhone 16s, the most hyped feature was Apple Intelligence, but it wasn't ready at launch and still hasn't launched. And the one uh, cha- change they did make to the hardware was a feature that no one asked for, also known as the camera control button. I mean, it has a few tricks it can do, but it's nothing that you cannot do with your hands, and it's not solving a issue that was that exists, or it wasn't adding any new functionality. Apple said that it can launch the camera app, but you can do that with the action button. Apple says that you can swipe on it to zoom in and zoom out, or you can customize what swiping on that button does. But uh, what I saw from the reviews of the phones is that the placement of the button is uh, such that you cannot use it with one hand if you're recording portrait video, and uh, there's nothing you can't do with your hands that won't take the exact same amount of time to do that you can do on the action button, camera control button, sorry. And I agree with this. I have always had my opinions about iPhones, and it has always been that iPhones are good phones, but they are really overpriced for what you get, and you can get a lot more for your money with Android. But I respect anyone who chooses to believe that iPhones are better. I am personally an Android person. This video is being recorded on an Android phone, and I researched a little bit more about this, and Apple is the changes Apple said that they're going to be making is a staggered approach, which basically means that instead of launching all their products at once, they'll be making multiple product launches throughout the year so that they can fine tune their products before launch and make sure that everything works. And uh, they said that they are doing this to reduce the strain on their development team, which is a valid point, but this change should have been made a long time ago. I mean, I'm tell me if I'm wrong. Apple hasn't made any meaningful hardware or design changes since the iPhone 10. I mean, they did make a few improvements in the camera, but they were marginal. The last big hardware change that Apple made that was a big improvement over the previous generation was increasing the resolution of the main camera on the Pro iPhones to 48 megapixels. And there were slight improvements to battery life, but even after all the updates that Apple made, the base iPhone still have a 60 hertz display. Like my the base iPhone in India costs like around 60,000 rupees if I'm not wrong, but it's not less than that. And the phone I'm recording this on, the Samsung S21 FE, this has a 120 hertz display. What are you doing, Apple? I mean, I know that there's a logistic element to this, but Apple's a big company. They don't have any reason not to invest in these things. Even the Apple Vision Pro, like it's a great piece of tech, but it's really overpriced, and you can't. The software support on that device is limited. Apple, what I think Apple should have done with that was Apple should have waited on releasing it and made sure that it had a good amount of apps and software that you can use on it. But that's besides the topic. So Apple is basically saying that they will be releasing products slower, and they will be improving, working on making sure that products are uh, go are up to the mark and to the level that Apple is advertising them at. Like I think the backlash Apple got from not having Apple Intelligence available at launch, despite that being their most hyped feature for this phone and the most expected feature. I mean, even I am a hardcore Android guy, and even I was excited to see what Apple Intelligence was going to bring, and I was excited to see what it would do uh, and how it would perform against the Android version of AI. So good. In conclusion, I will say that this is a good step from Apple. It's a little late, but it's a step in the right direction, and I'm excited to see how this translates into Apple's future products. So tell me what you guys think about this, and tell me your opinion on this. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. I would love to hear your opinion on how I can improve myself, on whether I missed something or if I misunderstood something from this announcement. And I will try my best to improve it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.